Hello and welcome to Dotnet with Sikhen, and our today's topic is access modifiers. I have already discussed two of the access modifier, that is the private and public. So I thought to discuss all those access modifiers available in C Sharp. So I have kept it in inheritance in C Sharp. So I think this is the right time to discuss access modifiers. So let's get started. Access modifiers. Access modifier is used to give the access of the fields or properties of a class. There are 5 access modifiers used in C Sharp. Private. Members are used within the class. Here the members are basically the data members and member functions. And these members are used within the class itself. So outside the class, the private members are not available. Public members are used everywhere. So it is available within the class, outside the class, within the project, outside the project, so everywhere you can say. Protected data member are used within the class as well as in derived class. So basically when we mark any fields or data members as a protected, so that protected members available within the class and in the derived class. So outside the class it is not available, but in the derived class it is available. And let's talk about the internal access modifier. So internal access modifiers, members are used everywhere within the project, and outside project it is not available, means become private. So when we say outside the project, it means the project, or you can say like in another project, right? So in another projects the internal members are not available. And one last is the protected internal. It is a combination of protected and internal. So in another project it will be available in derived class within that project. So let's quickly go to the Visual Studio and look at all these access modifier and how we can access it. So here I have prepared one class, that is person, and with all the access modifier. So you can see the person ID is in private, first name and last names are public, and then phone number is the protected, salary is the internal, and address is the protected internal. So all these members are available within the class itself, right? So because these members are the part of this class, so in this class if you want to access using any function, then you can access it, right? So you can see you are able to access all the members here within the class. But let's say outside the class, or let's say in derived class, how it behaves, right? So I have created one employee derived class and it is inheriting from person. So here in this display employee function, you can see the private members are not available. Here it is giving you the error. And why it is so? Because this is private members are used within the class itself, not outside the class. But here the rest of the type, rest of the access modifier like public, protected internal, and protected internal, all we can access within this employee class. Why is it so? Because this private is not available, but public will be available everywhere, protected will be available in the derived class. So here the employee is the derived class, right? So it is available. Internal will be used within this project. So the project name is my hello world, and I can show you in the solution explorer also. So here you can see this my hello world, this is the project, and inside this project if you take any classes or anything, there you can use this internal member. But this internal member salary is not available outside the project. Outside the project means outside this project, right? Like my hello world, you can use if you want to use in this training app, this is the another project, right? So in training app, this salary, that is the internal data member, will not available. So this is the meaning of internal. And we have last one, that is the protected internal. So protected internal is used here and it is available in the dev class because this is the protected, and it is internal, meaning in the other project it will be available in derived class only. That is what the meaning of protected internal. And here you can see also, like I have created two object, one is of person and another is of employee. So again the private member is not available, so here it is giving you the error, and this protected member phone is also not available outside the class, right? And here in employee also, so in employee class, within this class, the protected member is available, but outside the class, like outside employee class, right, outside this curly bracket you can say. So because we are using it in main, so this becomes the outside the class, right? So we are using in this program class basically. So again, the protected member is not available. So the members which are public, internal, these members, and then protected internal, these members will be available outside the class, but within this project itself, in this my hello world. Okay, let's look at in another project. Okay, so what I have done here, I have created one project, that is the training app, and inside this training app I have used in this program.cs also, right? And in this program.cs, that is, you can say like training app, this is another project. I have derived this staff from employee class, right? So staff is an employee, correct? So is an relationship is there. And here if you look at, then what are the different fields that we can access or we cannot access. So here the private is again not accessible because outside the class it is not available. Public members available anywhere in the project, within the project or outside the project also. Phone number which is protected, it is available within the derived class. So here staff is the derived from employee, right? And employee is derived from person. So ultimately the phone number which is protected will be available in this staff also, and in the other project also. So because this training app is in another project. But what about the internal? Now you can see the salary is the internal member of person class, and it is not available here, but in employee class it was available, right? If you look at here in employee, the salary was available because it was within the project, but outside the project, like here in this training app project, this salary is not available because this becomes the outside the project, right? And protected internal, so it is because it is protected, so in the derived class of another project it is available, right? And here if you look at again, so I have tried all the three objects here. So person, again the private member is not available. The protected, that is the salary, salary is the internal, yeah. So in internal which is not available outside the on project, right? So this is in training app, so a salary is not available. Address is not available here because this is outside the class. So here in person is a class, right? And then it is in another project, right? So again the protected member is not available, or you can select protected internal is not available. And the phone, right? So the phone is protected, it is not available in outside the classes. And similarly we have for employee also. So you can see the person, private member, salary, that is the internal, address, protected internal, and then we have the phone, that is the protected. So these are also not available. And also in staff, same thing we can expect, like person ID, salary, address, and phone, these members are not available in another project. But one thing that I wanted to show you is the protected internal. So when we say protected internal, it means it becomes or you can say like the address which is available here within this staff, that is because of the derived class, right? So we know like protected members are available within the class, and outside, if you take it in outside, then in derived classes the protected members are available. And internal means within the project it becomes the public, right? So anywhere you can use it. But protected internal, you cannot use it anywhere. For example, outside this staff class, like in program, in this here, right? So if you try to use this address, that is the protected internal, it is not available. So you can say in this way, like the protected internal is available in the class and in derived class, right? And because it is internal, so it should be available within the project anywhere, right? And protected means in the derived class. So this is the combinations of protected internal. I hope you understood this concept. So yeah, these are the different access modifier that we have discussed it today, and I hope you understood all this concept. So that's it for today, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.